So picking back up with Math 2, Lesson 2.5, we're on page 100, number 6. We're wanting to check this one here. We got negative 60 for A, so in place of A in the original problem, we're going to put in negative 60. A negative times a negative is a positive. 5 times 60 is 300. So here 300 equals 300. Yes, this problem checks. So indeed our answer is negative 60. All right, let's look at another problem. Let's go to number 8 on page 100. Number 8. Number 8 says b minus 7 equals negative 16. The two sides of the equation are made where the equal sign lies. All right, on the side with b, we're wanting to get b all by itself, so we have to do the opposite of subtracting 7, which is adding 7. If we do that to one side, we must add 7 to the other side. When we do that, negative 7 plus 7, remember, that is the inverse property of addition, and that gives us 0. On the left-hand side, we have b. Now, on the right-hand side, negative 16 plus 7. The signs are different, so we subtract and take the sign of the greater. So 16 minus 7 is 9, and we're going to keep the negative. In order to check it, we're going to put parentheses in place of b and rewrite the original problem. In the parentheses, we're going to put negative 9. Negative 9 minus 7, remember we're going to add the opposite. Keep, change, change. So these two now are both negative. That gives us a negative 16. When we add and keep the sign, equals negative 16, and that checks. Let's look at number 10 on that same page. S plus 2 equals negative 4. Go ahead and draw your line dividing the two sides of the equation. S plus 2, we want to do the opposite of adding 2 because our goal is to get S by itself. The opposite of adding 2 is subtracting 2, and we're going to do that to both sides. The inverse property of addition says that plus 2 minus 2 gives me 0, so I'm left with an S. These two signs are the same, but we can also keep, change, change. So we're going to change this and change that. The two signs are the same, so we're going to add and keep the sign. 4 plus 2 is 6, and keep the negative. To check it, in place of S, we're putting parentheses, and we're rewriting the original problem. In the parentheses, we're putting a negative 6. Negative 6 and positive 2, the signs are opposite or different, so you're going to subtract. 6 minus 2 is 4, and keep the sign of the greater, which is negative. Negative 4 equals negative 4, so those check. So remember, these are our answers. S is negative 6 in number 10, and B is negative 9 in number 8. Let's go to number 14 on page 100. Number 14 on page 100 says 9C equals negative 99. The two sides are created at the equal sign. Remember, when a letter and a number are squished together side by side, that means to multiply. The opposite of multiplying by 9 is dividing by 9. Remember, I'm going to use a fraction bar to show division on both sides. 9 over 9. Anything over itself gives me 1. Do I have to write 1C? No, that's understood, so I can simply write C. These are being divided. Negative 99 divided by 9. We know that since there's only one negative, our answer has to be negative. How many times does 9 go into 99? 11 times. So our answer is C equals negative 11. Remember that we're going to put parentheses in place of the variable in the original problem in order to check it. In the parentheses, we're going to put our answer, which is negative 11. 9 times negative 11, remember parentheses mean multiply. We're going to get negative 99, and that equals negative 99 on that side as well. So our problem checks. Let's look at number 16. Negative 16 equals